The federal government announced the formation of Operation Delta Safe in June 2016 with a key mandate of securing the creeks, stop attacks on oil installations, illegal refineries, and other criminal activities within the Niger Delta region. With high ovation of youth restiveness and threat to oil revenue from Niger Delta militants, can the Operation Delta Safe change a reality trapped in a cycle of violence? It's question time. Welcome to the program. I'm Benga Ashiru. You may also join in this conversation by sending us a comment on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. What's the funding strength of perpetrators of illegal refineries? Illegal refineries don't drop from the skies. It costs a fortune. Can anyone tell us who are the merchants of this illicit trade? In a bid to put things into proper perspective, Channels TV crew caught up with the Joint Task Force Commander of the Operation Delta Safe, Rear Admiral Suleiman Apochi. We began by assessing the interventions of the Operation Delta Safe along with its key mandates.
To be precise, on the 24th of June 2016, Delta Safe was activated. And since the activation of Delta State, a lot have been done in line with the mandate of Delta Safe, which is essentially to protect oil and gas infrastructure, deter and prevent militancy, sea robbery, crude oil theft, and any other forms of criminality within the joint operation area that could impact negatively on the Niger Delta region. In line with that mandate, I will want to evaluate some of the performance indicators, such as the rise in crude oil production. Before the activation of the Operation Delta Safe, because of the incessant attack on the oil and gas infrastructure, the production output of the crude oil dropped to about 900 barrels per day. And it's gratifying to know that with the activities of Operation Delta Safe in line with the mandate, to say that the output production, the oil output production of the nation now is averaging between 2 million and 2.1 million barrels per day. This is
okay, but in spite of the increase in production capacity or production output, the attacks on oil installations have gone unabated, and people say you're not pushing enough to stop these activities of militants.
I am not, that is not true, because as at November 2016, the NNPC management came up and publicly said that the Spate in pipeline vandalism and attack on oil assets had dropped drastically. You know, the rise in production and attacks, somehow they are related. So if there's rise in output, definitely there must be dropped in pipeline vandalism.
No, there are several reasons for that. It could be that the refineries are now working in optimum capacity. So there is really no direct connection between the two. So we are really focused, because up till recently, we are still hearing news about attacks on oil installations, especially in Warri, Delta State.
I want to let you know that refinery has no bearing with output, the crude oil production. It has no, except you want to talk about the refined products. If not, what affects the crude oil production, the international oil companies that explorate and produce the oil are not within the refinery cycle.
There's a bit of contradiction here. You are saying that refineries and oil installations has no bearing
I'm
with
talking about
crude oil production.
Crude oil
but
production.
You are also ascribing the credit. You're also taking the credit that it's because you stopped the attacks on these same refineries.
No, not refineries.
And oil installations and pipelines.
Pipelines are different from refineries. Refineries are the ones that refine.
But we are talking about oil installations in general now.
Yes, okay. If you talk about oil installations, refineries should not be part of it for now, because we're talking about crude.
Okay.
Yes. If you talk about crude, and you talk about the pipeline vandalism, it has dropped drastically. If you check throughout your paper, since we came in 2012 November, I actually assumed command of this operation on the 16th of November 2016. And from 16th of November 2016 up to now, there have never been any blasts known to this headquarters. All the blasts were before 16th of November.
But there have been threats to oil installations.
Yes, of course, there are threats.
There have been threats to Chevron's installations.
There are threats. We are aware of the threats and we are on top of issues. We are aware that they are threatening to blast. But you see, the center of gravity.
So are you saying the youth in Baramoto are making an empty threat that does not deserve any security concern?
Baramoto is a peaceful community as far as my operation is concerned. People are leveraging on the past, not on the present. Right now, we don't have issues with Baramoto community. We don't have any, we are on top of issues. We know where these boys are coming from.
Where are they coming from?
They are coming from the creeks around the Niger Delta area, but not from Baramoto in particular.
So what is stopping you from tackling this headlong by going into the creeks?
Of course, if you notice, even on Christmas Day, we're in the creeks. Check your record. On Christmas Day, we have what we call, where we established or promulgated and in a theater operation called safety check. And all of us were in the creeks to check and to ensure that the seed traps we are getting from the feed is the correct position